as Descartes' apple cart and Hume's argument against accepting miracles. It's that the idea that a miracle has occurred has to be so crazy likely, like that everybody else is wrong. Like, you're telling me that
Right.
that is less likely, that all of these people are wrong. And then the same with Descartes about this. You take all of your beliefs, you throw them all out, and you only bring the ones back in that have really solid foundation. And that seems like a through line to me through all of those different ideas. Am I somewhat on the right place there?
Yeah, no, I think that you can use both of those concepts like to really visualize what I'm talking about with Bayes. Because like if we were to bring in all of the solid evidence that would point towards either a god or like a god being necessary for the fine tuning of the universe, I feel like you would have a pretty empty cart.
Mm,
Um, you know, and
yeah.
so I feel like because if you were to compare the carts in this particular analogy here for the like fine tuning, you would have the apologists that have just a plethora of apples in their cart, but where they would see them as perfectly ripe apples, we would see them as
Right.
not ripe, like
Right.
rotting apples or whatever. And so like that highlights the differences between the two. And like a lot of apologists like to try to blame it on us, like, oh, you have too high a standards, like you don't want worms and like rotting
Uh-huh.
apples in your stuff,
Uh-huh.
like you get too high of a requirement there. It's like, is it really our fault for requiring evidence that would actually prove your conclusion, or
Mm.
is it your fault for bringing us a proposition that seems incredibly unlikely in the beginning that requires an immense amount of evidence in order to prove it?